Good morning, Glory, and welcome to Lisa Ann Can. You see that I'm back here at my 1948 Singer sewing machine in my sewing room, which just happens to be my bedroom closet, hence all the clutter. It's organized chaos, at least I think it is, and I know where I can find everything. So I've got a new project that I want to take on, and I thought I would bring you guys along with me. So let me show you what I got. This is about 20 pair of blue jean shorts, capri pants, you name it, that my husband and my boys and my girls have, worn through, and they're beyond repair, or they're so stained, like these are very stained on the bottom, and I keep them, for projects, but I am in need of an apron. So I thought that I would cut these into strips and make myself an apron. So I'm going to choose the darker colored jeans, like this. And of course there's going to be some variation in the color, but that's fine, because what I'm going to do is cut long strips like out of the legs, sew them together in rather a decorative manner. There's another dark pair. So I've got plenty to choose from. But the problem is I don't have a pattern. So actually what I'm going to do is make a pattern. So all that tissue paper that you save from Christmas and birthdays makes great pattern pieces. They're usually not big enough, like long enough, but I can tape them together with masking tape and then use them as a pattern to cut the pieces in the correct size. And I would like to line the apron or make it reversible. Undecided yet, but I have this old set of sheets with this pretty paisley and brown. I don't know if you can see that. These are thick and heavy duty, so I think it'll match the denim and be long lasting. And as it's late in the day, it'll probably be another day before I'm able to pick it up and finish the video. But stay tuned and we'll see what we shall see. Welcome back, and as you can see, work is ongoing on my apron project. I did get 4 pair of jeans cut into strips, and I got my pattern made. I've got 3 long strips that's going to be sewn together in the front. 1, 2, 3. And then I have the short pieces, and I've got 4 of these. They're going to be what makes the wraparound part. 2 on this side and 2 on this side. The piece that I am getting ready to cut is going to be the straps. And my plan is to have a strap that connects this shoulder to this side and then vice versa. Good morning. I'm in my sewing room early this morning working on my apron again. I made myself a pattern diagram so that I could see how to put the apron together. I've got these 3 long strips and then 2 short strips on the side and on that side, and then the crisscross is going to be the straps that go behind the back. So let me show you what I've got done so far. So here's the long middle section. I had these 2 outside strips were cut from 1 pair of jeans and the middle strip from another, so they're slightly different. So I had to take care when I put them together to be sure to alternate them instead of having 2 darker and 1 lighter. And then the same thing with the short pieces. I have two side pieces, again cut from two different jeans, and then the other two side pieces. So I'm about to join them all together, and I want to do the same thing. I want to make sure I alternate the light and dark. This will attach on the side, and since there's a dark piece on the outside, I want to make sure that I attach the light piece to the side. So I'm going to work on this and I'll be right back. I want to make sure I measure this part accurately. I am supposed to attach the side 9 inches from the top. So I'm going to measure that and pin that first. All right, away we go. But first, coffee. So I want to show you too that right here there is a little hole in the faceplate where I oil the machine. That's at exactly 5/8 inch from the needle, so that helps me to keep the stitches straight. And this machine has a reverse feature which comes in handy for reinforcing where I'm joining it. Okay, so now that this part is together, I'm going to iron my seams open, and then I'm going to use this as the pattern piece to cut the lining to fit the back. Okay, now that I have my lining cut, I'm going to join them right sides facing together and stitch it all around except leaving an opening so that I can turn it. But before that, I have got to do the straps and put them on the inside. So that's going to be a little tricky for me. I suffer from dyslexia, and so I always do everything backwards, and one of the reasons I don't enjoy sewing so much is because I often have to pull so many stitches out. But I'm going to be very careful, take my time, try to think it through. Okay, so see, I have two straps. And I'm going to fold it right sides together and stitch it across, just down the side, and then turn it. And have some coffee just to keep my thinking clear. I'm not going to do a 5/8 allowance. I'm going to do a very narrow hem. So I'm at the end of my second strap. Instead of stopping, cutting the thread, and starting again, I'm just going to ease this one into it. So I have this very old baby diaper pin. This is from my oldest child 25 years ago. It makes a great tool to help you turn things. Show you what I mean. So I can just pin this through a couple of times, clamp it, and it'll fit inside itself. And then I just start to push it through the tube and then pull, and it gets easier the further down you get. See, the end is in sight, and here comes the pin. Grab hold of it, pull gently, And there it is. Inside out. Ta-da! Now I'll do the other one. The lining and the front of the apron with right sides facing together, and hidden on the inside is the strap pinned to the top corner, 5/8 inch in so that I don't sew over it. And then make sure it's not twisted inside there. Then come over here to the top of the side of the apron. And same thing, it's pinned inside there. One of the things that was helpful to make sure it wasn't twisted is when I ironed the strap, I put the seam on the back side in the center. So this side is smooth, this side has a seam. That way I could keep it straight inside there. So the other strap is the same thing, hidden inside here, in between the lining and the apron, the top of which is attached to this side. If I've done it correctly, when I turn it inside out, it should work. So I'm going to stitch all the way around the apron, except leaving the bottom of the apron completely open. All right, here comes the moment of truth where I am going to turn it inside out.